Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Nabla haul and try on. So I did take advantage of the kind of Black Friday week, was it last week or the week before? A couple of weeks ago, and I've been meaning to pick up some more Nabla products before ever since I got the Virgin Island eyeshadow because it's absolutely stunning. So I have picked up a whole bunch. I know I've just done another kind of first impressions testing video, so I'll do it slightly differently today, not to bore you. So I'll start with the haul first and kind of swatch things, and then I'll try everything on afterwards. If you're just interested in the makeup, I'll pop a timestamp up here for you. But yeah, I'm really excited to get playing. Like I said, I loved that eyeshadow, Virgin Island eyeshadow, stunning colour. So it's this one here, absolutely beautiful. I've done a few looks with it now, I'll leave them linked down below, but quite a, yeah, just a beautiful foiled colour. It's blue, but it's got bits of purple and certain lights hit it. It doesn't look like on camera, but in person you'd see the purple reflex. But yeah, I've done a couple of looks using it, so I'll leave those linked down below. But I've been meaning to pick up some more for ages, and I still always see Jay Kisser loving Nabla products, and obviously Emily was the one who recommended it to me as well, so I'm excited to get playing. So let's start with the haul first. So I've got my box of goodies here. I didn't get a full face of products, I just picked up a few things. Okay, let's start with some of the face products. So I got only two face products, the powder blush in Blossom Blush. So obviously this is cruelty free and vegan, and it's an Italian based brand in case any of you didn't know. So this is the shade Kendra. Is that the shade name? It is. Yes, this is their Blossom Blush in the shade Kendra. A really pretty kind of neutral pink tone. I didn't want anything too crazy, but it looks really pretty. Ooh. It feels weird because it's got texture in the thing, but it doesn't feel powder or anything like that. Yeah, like I said, just a nice neutral pink colour, and I think it'd be really nice as a kind of an everyday type of blusher. So I've actually pulled up my email that has all the products and the prices on. I actually got it straight off the actual Nabla website, so it's all in euros. So what I'll do is I'll go on to Beauty Bay, and if they're on Beauty Bay, because that's another place you can get them, Nabla from, I'll leave the price on the screen just so that you got the conversion there. If not, I will just have to work out the conversion myself later. I also picked up one of the highlighters. I know Emily really likes this highlighter. I know they've got little pans of highlighter, but this is actually their pressed highlighter. Oh, I got it in the shade Venus Sand. Just trying to get out the packaging. So this is what it looks like, a really pretty colour. Ooh, feels really soft. Ooh, it's a nice champagne shade. It looked actually quite pink in the thing, but it's quite champagne. Actually, maybe a slight, oh yeah, there is definitely a slight kind of pinky peachiness to it as well. It's really beautiful, kind of different. I don't think I really got a champagne-y, kind of peachy, pinky type highlighter necessarily in my collection, so I'm excited to try that one. It feels really nice, and again, no glitter, which is perfect. I know I don't like the glittered kind of frosty metallic ones, and it doesn't really appear to be much shimmer, more of a sheen, which if you're familiar with my channel you'll know that's kind of the preferred highlighter for me. I'll move on to eyes. So I picked up three eyeshadows. Oh, I picked up one eyeshadow and two pressed pigments, sorry. So I'll start with the eyeshadow. So this is the shade Freestyler. It's a really kind of pretty... See, in person it kind of has, it looks like a denim blue. On camera it almost looks a little bit grey. It's kind of more of a satin finish kind of ones. Really nice because it has got a sheen to it. There's no shimmer or glitter in it, so it is definitely more of a sheen. But yeah, kind of a cool tone blue grey colour, really pretty. And I did pick up the eyeshadows to kind of go with each other in a way. And so the two pressed pigments I got, one is in I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, so I'll have to leave the name on the screen. This is one of their super matte ones. Yeah, so just a matte kind of slate grey colour. Ooh, feels really quite soft actually. So that's kind of what the colour's going to come out like. Again, the other one that I got is in pitch black, so it's another super matte texture. And this, yeah, kind of, the name kind of tells you what it is. So yeah, just really solid black colour. Again, really quite smooth actually. Okay, I've put that right on top of the highlighter, which was a bit stupid, but a really nice colour. Sometimes blacks can be quite hard to get right. Sometimes you don't want them too pigmented because you don't want to go in heavy, but then sometimes they can be a bit patchy, so it'll be interesting to see. Now, I know pigments are slightly different to work with than eyeshadows, so it'll be fun and interesting to see how they apply and stuff. I also picked up a black eyeliner. I'll try not to break this one like I did with the other one. So this is their Velvet Line, sorry, Bombay Black Long Lasting Matte Eye Pencil. I just thought as I'm going quite dark, it might be quite good to have a black liner. So I don't often use, oh crikey, that is creamy, black eyeliners and stuff, so it's kind of, that's the nib. I'm pretty sure you can still sharpen them. It's kind of that artificial wooden ones. It does sharpen. It might just take, might have to be a bit careful, but that's quite good because I hate ones that you can't sharpen or twist up, so you get very little product and you kind of get like 2 uses at it and then it's gone, especially when that's quite creamy as well. Nothing, not waxy or slippery, but it's quite a creamy formula. But it does look very matte black, which is nice. I know a lot of people like matte black eyeliners, so I'm excited to try it. And then something that's quite fun, and you'll see why it's going to be quite an interesting look and kind of what I've got in mind. So this is one of their Dazzle liners. This is their long wear metallic liquid liner, and I got it in the shade Crystal. And I just thought it actually might work out quite nicely with the rest of the look that I've got planned, the eyes, and quite cool. I was really toying up, oh you have to shake it first. I was really toying up which shade I wanted to go for, but I just thought actually if I do quite a smoky eye, make it quite deep, quite maybe like obviously black, and then pop this over the top, it might look quite cool as like a wing liner effect. Ooh. That's beautiful. It's actually quite, I don't know if the camera, duochromes don't pick up well on my camera, I find, but it looks, because it looks quite, it's kind of blue but there's bits of green in there, really pretty. Then I got a lip liner, a lipstick and a liquid lipstick. I kind of did what I did with the Davina. I got one nude and then a slightly darker wintry colour. The dark colour probably won't go with this look, so I'll probably try that one on first and then switch to the nude. So we'll start with the dark one. It's actually the liquid lipstick that I got in a slightly darker shade. So this is one of their Dreamy Matte liquid lipsticks in the shade Kernel. So it's a nice berry tone look. I really like the frosted packaging of this actually. Yeah, so it's a very deep berry shade, kind of a standard doe foot applicator. Oh, it does have a slight scent. It's kind of sweet. I'm trying to think what it smells like. It's not vanilla. Almost a bit like icing, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I'm excited to try it. It'll be interesting to see actually when it dries down how drying it's going to be. So I probably will let it sit on my lips for a bit to see, and then we can play around. So the lip liner lipstick I got in nude colours just to kind of go with the look that I'm planning today. So this is their Velvet Line lip liner, long lasting lip pencil in Touch Me. Okie dokie. So again, it's like this. I'm not sure if this one is necessarily sharpable, if that's even a word. I'll try it out because if not, it doesn't twist and that's not a lot of product. And it's quite creamy as well. But it's just a nice kind of standard peachy browny tone nude that I quite like. And then the lipstick to go with it is one of their Diva Crime Modern Matte Lipsticks, and I got it in Rockin' Nude. And that is the nude lipstick, so nothing... Ooh, feels nice and creamy. So yeah, just a standard kind of peachy brownie tone nude, kind of my favourite ones to go for. Feels really nice and creamy, so I'm excited to get playing with all these products. So, let me first of all wipe this all off my hand, because I know I'll end up smudging it on my clothes otherwise. Okay, so I'm going to start with the face products. Now obviously I didn't get a full face like I said, so I've already got foundation and a little bit of bronzer on. So let's go in with the Blossom blush first in the shade Kendra. I'm going to take it on my Luxie 504 Large Angled. Ooh, picks up quite a bit of product, so I'm just going to tap a little bit off. And it looks like, well, from what I swatched, a nice neutral pink tone colour. It's very pretty. But it's blending on the skin really nicely, and it's giving a really nice kind of gentle flush. I'm going to move on to the highlighter. So this is their pressed highlighter, and I got mine in Venus Sand. So like I said, it looked like it was going to be a nice champagne shade with pink and peachy tone hues. I'm going to take my ruby brush as always to apply this, picking a little bit up on the brush. There's no kickback with this one, which is quite nice. I'm not going to tap it off. I'm just going to see what happens if I just go straight in from the pan. Ooh. Okay. So if you're going straight in like that without tapping off, you're going to get a pretty intense highlighter. Wow, that's actually stunning. It's kind of similar to the Divina Organics, but it gives that more of a wet look to the skin. And like I said, there's no glitter, maybe a tiny bit of shimmer, but nothing that's going to really noticeable and stand out. But that is actually really pretty on the skin. And although it's quite intense, which is not tend to be my kind of thing, it actually looks stunning, I think, and it melts really nicely into the skin and blends out. I don't know what it is at the moment. I'm trying out some really nice highlighters and just finding some really pretty ones that almost are taking over from my Lily Lola highlighter. But I'm going to tap in, tap off, and then just go in. Okay, so it calms it down slightly. It still gets pretty intense, but you could just tap in ever so slightly and blend onto the skin. I actually am quite enjoying how it looks at the moment, and I think it looks really, really pretty on the skin. So yeah, I've been trying out some really good highlighters at the moment, and Nabla's pressed one is no exception. Okay, so let's move on to eyes. I am just going to quickly prime my eyes. I didn't pick up any brow products or mascara, as you know, so I have to use my own. I'm going to prime with my Lily Lola eye primer quickly. I think I'm going to start with this shade here first, the one that I can't pronounce, the kind of dark slate grey matte colour. I'm going to take it on a flat brush. This is one from the Iconic Eye set. Pick some up. Don't get any kind of kickback or anything like that. I am going to tap off my brush just because I don't want any fallout at all, and obviously I've already done my face. Let's just, if I get the right side of the brush, should be good. Start packing this onto the eye. Oh, crikey. I may have to go and grab just another shade from somewhere just to kind of help this look together, because I actually didn't really pick up any light shades, all quite dark and intense. So just to kind of more of the transition bit, but let's just see how it goes for now. So I'm just going to pack this one all over the lid to begin with. It's a really nice pigmentation. Doesn't appear to be any kind of patchiness at the moment. But I think actually pressed pigments are meant to be more pigmented, aren't they, than eyeshadows? Which is great, because sometimes, like I said, with these darker shades, sometimes you have to kind of really go in and build up, because you can get bits where it doesn't necessarily stick down or whatever, but this seems to be nice. So alright, let's leave it at that for now. I'm just going to pop it on the other eye. Okay, I'm then going to just leave it there. I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush real quickly. So again, this is from Iconic London. It's part of the eye set. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get these individually. But just any fluffy brush, I'm just going to go ahead and just softly start to diffuse the edges. This is where I might need to bring in another colour to help out the kind of transition of this colour and the blending of it. So yeah, I'm just going to soften it to begin with, and I'm going to go and find like kind of a light grey, I reckon, a light cool tone grey. So I'm going to go into the Benecos Quad Smoky Eye Palette and taking this grey here. I'm going to take it on the fluffy brush again. And because I'm taking the fluffy brush, it'll pick up less product. And it's just a slightly lighter shade just to kind of help blend out that one a bit further. I'm going to take a bit more of that slate grey shade again on a flat brush and just go back in and kind of touch up more where the crease section is, just to kind of help blend those two colours together. I'm just going to pat it on and slightly swipe the crease section, just so there's kind of like a smooth transition between the colours. And then I'm just going to take a clean fluffy brush and just go over the edges of that Benecos shade, just to make sure that's softened. I think I'm done with that shade now. Actually, now that I'm done with it, so Emily very kindly got me a Christmas present, and actually after seeing Saturday's video with the Divina Organics eyeshadows and stuff, she told me that she thinks I should open my present early, so I did, and she very kindly got me a Z palette. So now all my Nabla eyeshadows can go here, my Divina Organics eyeshadows can go in here now, and hopefully they won't get crushed and ruined and things like that. So again, thank you to Emily. I never really messaged you, but now I've got somewhere to put all my single eyeshadows. Okay, I'm going to move on to Pitch Black now. And again, I'm going to pick it up on the same brush. I'm going to really tap off, and this time I'm going to focus this, I think, right on the outer portion of the lid, just to give a little bit of kind of depth. So there's actually not too much of a difference between the colours, but it's just going to brighten the, well, not brighten, it's just going to show a bit more of a gradient on the eyes and stuff like that. And I think actually it kind of frames the eyes quite nicely as well. Blend really nicely. I'm a bit crazy on this eye on the outer portion. Moving on to the lower lash line first before I do the fun wing liner. I'm going to take a bit more Pitch Black to begin with on my pencil brush. And I'm just going to run this along the lower lash line, but focusing it right onto the outer portion. just bring it to there. Okay, so now I'm going to do eyeshadow, which is in the shade Freestyler. Try not to break it. So it's this one here. It's got a satin finish to it. Like I said, it's kind of like a denim blue, but it has a little bit of grey in there, I feel like, as well. I'm also going to take some pencil brush, but a slightly different pencil brush, a more cleaner one. Pick some up, tap it off. Pop this on the inner portion below that lash line. And you know what, I'm going to bring it into, a little bit into the inner eye. There's actually a little bit of green, just very faintly, in this eyeshadow as well. I'm going to just drag it out a little bit. I might actually pop a little bit of highlighter right in the inner corner, I think, just to make something a bit different. Okay, now I'm going to add some of the eyeliner to my waterline. Yeah, so the Velvet Line eyeliner in Bombay Black. I don't usually do this, but I just thought it might tie in quite nicely with the look. So I'm going to tight line with it. And also I might take a little bit of this kind of just below the waterline as well. And then smudge it out. The one I used the blue eyeshadow with. And just use that. And just use that to help blend that out. So next bit I really hope works well with the look and just works well in general and kind of the idea I had. I'm going to take the Dazzle liner now in Crystal. I'm going to do a wing liner. I just thought it would be quite cool to have the kind of black background and do like a fun glitter shimmer liner over in a colour. So hopefully it works out and looks nice, but we'll soon find out. So where it all could go wrong. This is a nice applicator, I can tell you that much. It is one of those things, if you try and like touch up an area, it does kind of move the product. So I think I've got to let it fully dry down. This is a few areas I just want to go back in with. So I'm going to go over to the other eye and then I can come back to the eye in a second. But yeah, like I said, really easy to apply. It's a nice kind of pigmentation. Just glides on really nicely. Go back in now with this eye. Yeah. There's just one area I wanted just to touch up. And that has allowed me to do that. So yeah, you just got to let it dry for a bit. And then no problem, you can just go in. Ooh. And touch up any areas that you feel like you need to. Okay, so all that leaves is the lips to try. So like I said, I'm going to try the liquid one first just because I don't think the colour... No, I think the nude would go better with it. So I want to see what it's like. I'm going to let it dry down so I can see how dry it is, the formula and stuff like that. Also, I won't test the longevity of this liquid lipstick, but I'll definitely use it again in the future. Well, if I like how it dries down and stuff in the colour. But it smells so good. So yeah, this is the Drew Me liquid lipstick in... What was it? Kernel. Ooh. A really nice colour. It was really easy to apply. Those doe foot applicators work really nicely. And I find if I flip upside down, go around the outer lips, makes it really nice and easy and more precise. A really nice pigmentation of this that wasn't patchy or anything. It's already starting to dry down pretty fast, but it doesn't feel drying yet. I want to wait until it fully dries just so I know what the formula is like. But so far, application, pigmentation, the colour, everything is really nice so far. But let's just see how it is when it's dry. Okay, so it has dried down completely now. There's still, well, there's still a little bit of movability, but it's not wet or anything like that. But I really like these shades, and I don't know, just recently I've been really wanting to get into dark shades and things like that, so I keep picking out kind of like a nude and then a dark colour as well. But no, really nice. It's not, well, it's not drying on the lips for me at the moment. I think there's still movability within the lips. I think it makes it a lot more comfortable on the lips. So yeah, let's move on to lip liner and lipstick. And the lip liner first. This is a Velvet Line lip liner in Touch Me. It's very creamy, almost too creamy. I mean, I pretty much used it all up, and almost when I was doing the outline it sometimes would slip a little bit. Maybe it is just too creamy. Okay, so I'm going to go into the Diva Crime Modern Matte Lipstick in Rock and Nude. So that's the lipstick on my lips. It's a really nice colour, very pretty, everyday, wearable, easy colour. It's a really creamy lipstick and feels extremely comfortable on the lips. Very pigmented. Considering it's a matte lipstick, there's a lot of movability, like a lot of movability on the lips, which is nice in terms of comfort. It is going to transfer, obviously. Yeah, so it will come off throughout the day, but it being a nude, they tend to fade or disappear kind of a bit nicer than a darker lip. They're a bit more forgiving when they start to disappear. But it feels really nice on the lips, and like I said, it's a really pretty colour. I just think that colour kind of suits the eye look a bit better as well. Okay, so that's this video complete. I'm actually really impressed with the majority of products. It was quite, like I said, a bold look that I was going for, and my kind of idea, what I had in mind, kind of worked, I think, so it's really cool. Like I said, I'm impressed with a lot of these products. The blusher is really pretty. It blends on the skin, a nice neutral colour, so it's quite wearable. The only thing, what I would say is it's a really nice blusher, but it's nothing that kind of stands out, if that makes sense. I've got plenty of blushes that do the exact same thing, really pretty. It's nothing, there's nothing particularly special about it. It blends nicely on the skin, really nice pigmentation we can build up. Everything about it is great, but it's hard to explain. There's nothing that kind of is like, wow, this is an amazing blusher. It's a really nice blusher and I'd recommend it, but there's nothing that makes me go, wow, this is an amazing blusher, if that makes sense. The highlighter, I think it's safe to say I definitely liked it. It looked really beautiful on the skin. It still does, obviously. Trying out have really been working, and yeah, I like the packaging and I'm really pleased it's got a mirror. So this is definitely one of the top products I got out of this collection. So moving on to eyes. So if I get my new Z palette here. So obviously I really like these. They're very different obviously in terms of formula, because these two are pressed pigments, so you kind of more pack them on, then blend them out, so a lot more pigmented. They kind of really, which I love, especially when it comes to the darker shades and you want to create a smoky eye. Sometimes you want to have to go back and forth packing in just to make sure there's no patchiness. These gave it to you straight away, really, really nice. And then yeah, I just used that other Benecos eyeshadow just to slightly soften and blend out the edges to create more of a transition in the crease area. But again, really nice. And this colour was really nice as well. This is actually, so obviously this one was an eyeshadow, not a pigment, so you do go back and forth a bit more, but it was a really pretty colour. It was kind of, like I said, blue, it was a bit grey, and it was a little bit of green what's applied as well, and really nice colour. And I want to play around with that a bit more because I think it kind of didn't get much of a show in today's video, but a really nice eyeshadow nonetheless. The eyeliner I actually really like. It's really creamy, which is nice to go in the waterline, but also nice when you want to like smudge it out and smoke it out and create a bit more of a grungy look. I don't tend to use black eyeliner often, so I want to kind of get more into it, so I'm glad I found one that I actually really like, and I know this is going to be one that I can sharpen, so even though it doesn't twist, I know I can sharpen it, which is perfect. The Dazzle liner, really beautiful colour. I'm just so glad it worked really nice over top of those dark eyeshadows. Really nice contrast, nice pigmentation, really easy applicator to do. If you did want to touch up, like I said, just let it dry slightly, because otherwise you go in and you find you're getting like lines in it. But if you just let it dry for just a few minutes, you can go back in and touch up any areas that you needed touching up. Okay, and then the final products are lips. So the liquid lipstick, really nice application, nice pigmentation. Like I said, really easy to go onto the lips. A really nice colour. I love this colour. This is Kernel. It dried down pretty quickly, but there was still a bit of movability at the end. It's a little bit sticky, like a very small amount sticky, which allows the movability, and therefore it didn't feel very drying on the lips at all. I will, like I said, use it another day where I keep it on completely just to see how it wears throughout the day, because you know, darker colours can be a little bit interesting on the lips sometimes. Lip liner is probably the one that I'm a bit disappointed about. It's a nice colour, it's creamy, but it's a bit too creamy, so when you try and be a bit precise you can slip sometimes, and I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to sharpen this one, and because it's so creamy you use a lot of product at once. So I'm maybe probably give that one a miss. And the lipstick was really nice. I mean, it's a nice nude colour, really easy on the lips, movable, creamy, feels comfortable. The lip liner I'd give a miss, and like I said, the blusher, it was a really nice blusher and everything went well. It just didn't stand out for me, so I'd probably maybe just, yeah, maybe give that one a miss as well. But everything else I really loved. I love this look. It's slightly different, a bit bolder, darker, but I quite like it. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on these products, if you've tried them or do you want to try them and stuff like that. Leave any requests for future videos down below, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.